Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Murray now on first down. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offensive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Drake. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. It's complete to Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, easy.
Toss play, Kamara. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Yellow weighty. Yellow weighty.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And Matthews makes the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Single. That's single slot.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running with Kamara. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Breeze on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun on third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brooks Reed, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability. And it's
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Over. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012. When Murray was a sophomore in high school, Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. But Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Fighting him off. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pick.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First down, Murray. Steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now Murray throwing on second down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here's Murray, escaping the pressure right, and he hits Drake. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray dancing to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. Matthews, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 27, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the... yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Cardinal first down.
Shut! 15 running. 56.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. Throwing now is Murray. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead now increases to 20-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on first and 10. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there is just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He finds his target. It's Matthews.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. The open man is Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
That's good for the Saints.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Here's Bridgewater. Going deep here for Matthews. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Matthews that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 30 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Steps away. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Cardinals 27, Saints nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Breeze now on 1st down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ready.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Easy, opposite. Hey, easy.
51 to Mike. I got one.
Go.
51 to Mike.
Hey, easy.
Breeze now. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Kill.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second down now, it's Drake. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the deep. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Running from the shotgun with Drake. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
53.
To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brooks Reed in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And this is Cook with the ground. And now look at him go. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just...
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in.